because the big drum is around, the small drum will not talk. As you will observe, we have the president of Uganda Law Society, the vice president with us. He will introduce the very, very important guests we have who are here to observe the proceedings. I do not have the power to introduce them, but probably to introduce and invite the vice president of Uganda Law Society with gratitude that the Law Society is standing with us or with them, one of their own. Mr. President, may I invite you to introduce the nation?
Thank you very much, Council. I believe you've been following what's been happening, the upside situations. Here we have a very special guest, Charles Kanjama, Senior Counsel. He's the president of the Law Society of Kenya. He traveled here today to stand with us in solidarity. He had traveled along with Mother Karua, Senior Counsel, who had also come to observe. As you're aware, Mother Karua, Senior Counsel, is on the same legal team with areas of power representing Takiza SJ. But when they arrived at the airport, we were going to pick them. Mother Karua was denied entry. First she was cleared, but while entering, she was accosted from the airport and told she's not allowed to enter the country. She's going to be deported. And nonetheless, we continued to get here with the president here. And we are so glad and we are thankful that the Law Society of Kenya is standing with us in solidarity. The East African Law Society, there are also colleagues from the East African Law Society, who have all come to stand with us in solidarity on this issue. We are hopeful that probably the ruling we're waiting for at 2 p.m. Is going to be favorable really, because as you all saw, the health condition of our colleague Lord Mayor, former Mayor is worrying. We've been calling upon the judiciary not to really interfere with the discretion. We believe it is the right thing to enable him to get proper medication. So we do thank the lawyers, Medat Segona and your colleagues who have been fighting for our members and other members of the bar, as well as the fourth estate, because we've reached a point where we need everyone in this struggle. As you're aware, you noticed we also announced our strike, the lawyer strike on the 26th, that is this Friday. And the reasons as to why we're striking, the reason as why we're laying down our tools are some of the things we're seeing happening, the deliberate attack on the legal profession, the practice of law, the independence of the legal profession and the judiciary, as well as the continued impunity we are seeing that is happening in the country. So thank you very much for listening, and I once again welcome Charles Kanjama, Senior Counsel of the Law Society of Kenya, and thank him for coming to stand with us in solidarity.
Greetings to all of you. My name is Charles Kanjama, President of the Law Society of Kenya, as well as a council member of the East African Law Society. The East African Law Society has sent a delegation, which I lead, to stand in solidarity with the Uganda Law Society and all lawyers in Uganda as they are facing these very difficult moments. The independence of the bar is an essential condition and requirement for the right to a fair hearing. And the right to a fair hearing is so critical for democracy and freedom in any country that we, the lawyers of the East African Law Society, as well as the Law Society of Kenya, are concerned about recent happenings in Uganda, where members of the Uganda Law Society, as they are carrying out their job, their duty that is guaranteed under the Constitution, to represent any person who is charged in a court of law, have themselves become targets of attack, target of intimidation. And we are saying that the global standards for the legal profession, the standards that are recognized in Africa, in the Commonwealth, and in East Africa, are standards that have to be upheld also because they are consistent with the standards in Uganda. And so we are going to monitor what is happening, and we are asking the authorities to remember that without freedom and independence of the bar, the freedom and independence of the citizen cannot be guaranteed. And without the freedom and independence of the citizen, we do not have a country. Thank you.
You want senior counsel to address you in Uganda? Well, bwe tubadde mu kkooti tubadde tutegeeza omulamuzi embeera